Hey guys, well this is Clark's Crossing in Fairport, and you can hear the wind just whipping through here, and it's taking some of these trees with it. Take a look at this. You can see that the tree here looks like it just ripped.
The first one came in around 8:15, and each one became more urgent as the minutes ticked on. The first is believed to have come from Abraham's father.
Well, Adam, this is 390 South, right along the canal. Take a look behind me. A tractor trailer flipped over, I would say about an hour ago.
It's a little deceiving because if you look out at the roads, they look okay, but I've been watching a lot of videos that you guys are posting on social media, on Twitter and on Facebook.
Well, as we know, there's been a lot of excitement over their proposal for a Chick-fil-A in Greece, and I think the developers were trying to bring some of that excitement to this area. Well, Adam, I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind is practically pushing me over right now. We're still on Manitou Road here, and if you take a look, it's a little hard to see because of how dark it is out here, but the lines are down in the middle of the road.
And you're looking poised, ready to talk on TV.
John, I just told you a few minutes ago at 4 o'clock that it wasn't too bad out here, but if our camera, you can see the snow on the side, is any indication, this is just the beginning.
Ashley Edlund took a trip to Albany to investigate.
So do you not want to say what?
Dawn Nappy, a grieving mother, frustrated and at her wit's end, contacted us last year just after the 9-year anniversary of the crash that took her daughter Angelica's life.
I want answers as to what the problem is. Nobody seems to be giving me a direct answer.
So we reached out to the head of the Transportation Committee for comment, David Gant. Gant is an assemblyman. His district is in Rochester. But our calls went unanswered. We called his office phones and cell phone regularly for the next 6 months, but never heard back. So we took a trip to Albany for the first scheduled transportation meeting of 2018 and asked Assemblyman Gant in person to talk about Angelica's Law. The meeting was scheduled to start at 10:30. Assemblyman Gant arrived at 12:47, and when we finally got the chance to speak with him, he quickly declined.
Oh, I don't talk to the news media.
Why not?
Because I don't.
I've been trying to get in touch with you for months. Can we just talk about Angelica's Law for a second?
You can talk about Angelica Law you want to. I don't talk to news media.
But I kept asking questions, and Assemblyman Gant eventually told me Angelica's Law wasn't at all stalled in his committee.
Why don't you go check your information?
But it's stalled right now.
Pardon?
It's stalled.
It's stalled. It's not stalled. This is our first meeting.
It's stalled.
Where you come from?
Assemblyman Dean Murray, who is in favor of passing Angelica's Law, says he's tried everything to get Assemblyman Gant to answer the same questions we've been asking, to no avail.
I actually amended the bill and gave his office a copy of the amended version based on what I thought might be his objections, because he hasn't made clear what his objections are.
And he had a response to Assemblyman Gant's claims that Angelica's Law isn't at all stalled.
Here's what I'm saying to him. I'm putting in paperwork to get it on the agenda. When it comes up on the agenda, then I'm urging you to let it through. Let it go to the next level. But he has yet to do that.
Nappy traveled to Albany last week to confront Gant about the bill, and we saw it play out in front of our cameras.
Yeah, maybe it has to happen to one of your own for you to do something about it.
One of who own?
One of your own loved ones.
What does that mean? That sounds racial.
No, it isn't. Maybe one of your loved ones has to be affected.
But Nappy says it isn't about Angelica at this point. No, it's much bigger.
I'm not fighting this fight for 10 years for my daughter. It's too late for her. It's for other people.
A fight she says she won't stop until the law changes.
It's not about playing politics. It's about saving people's lives.
And that's where Ashley Edlund met up with a grieving father.
I knew where it happened, but I was too scared to come here, you know?
For 5 months, he couldn't do it. Rocco Stagnito wasn't ready to see the backyard on Evergreen Street where his son took his last breath.
Apparently he was here with somebody else, and they had done drugs. When they got here, he was no pulse, no heartbeat, and they had no idea how long he was down for.
Stagnito's son Tony had been battling a heroin addiction for 10 years and shot up one last time here with a friend on October 12th, 2016. He was just 27 years old. The house is abandoned and boarded up. Needles litter the backyard. It's in a neighborhood that's overrun by heroin use, a problem so bad the city is teaming up with police and residents to address it. Stagnito says he's been his own tireless advocate. He's made T-shirts with anti-drug slogans.
You know, I just sell shirts for what it costs me just to get them out there, because the way I look at it, you know, just first thing is solving anything is talking about it. You know what I mean? And I give people kind of humorous ways or upset, mad ways to express how they feel about drug addiction.
And he started carrying Narcan around, a drug used to help stop a drug overdose. But it wasn't until Wednesday, when he stepped into that backyard for the first time, that his advocacy kicked into even higher gear.
There's hundreds and hundreds of baggies right here.
He says immediately he called the city for help.
We're organizing a cleanup thing. They're going to provide us with sharps containers, you know, safe stuff.
And Stagnito left his last Narcan kit out for anyone who might need it with a note.
In memory of Anthony Rocco Stagnito, get help. Rest in peace. I know I'll never have a normal life again, but if I could use that to try and help anybody, help one person, help one parent from having to go through what we're going through.